You know, when you think of Cairo, you picture ancient minarets, grand boulevards, but sitting right in the middle of it all is a building so completely out of the place it almost feels like a mirage. It's an architectural puzzle that, for over 100 years, has sparked all these whispers of ghosts, wild legends, and a forgotten glorious past.
So, let's just dive right into the main question here. How on earth did a palace that looks like it was ripped from the jungles of Cambodia and dropped into a suburb of Cairo even happen? Well, this is the story of the Baron Empain Palace. Its official name is Le Palais Hindu, which means the Hindu Palace, and you can see why. It's a total departure from anything else around it. I mean, instead of the Islamic or European architecture you'd expect, you've got these incredibly ornate walls covered with figures from Hindu myths, elephant statues, snake motifs, all clearly inspired by the great temples of Southeast Asia.
Now, for decades, as the palace just sat there and fell apart, its spooky silhouette became this breeding ground for myths. Locals would tell stories about the ghost of the Baron's daughter haunting the halls. They'd swear they saw strange lights flickering in the abandoned tower late at night. There were even whispers of occult rituals happening down in the basement. It got so famous as a haunted house that it even caused this huge national scandal back in the 90s over accusations of devil worship. To really understand this absolutely fantastical building, we have to get to know the man who dreamed it up, a guy whose ambition was every bit as grand and, well, unconventional as the palace itself. Yeah, this was never just about building a fancy house. This was about building a whole new world. You see, the story of the palace is completely tied up in the story of its creator, Baron Édouard Empain, and his massive vision for a modern Egypt.
And what a visionary he was. Édouard Empain wasn't born into money or power. He was the son of a Belgian schoolteacher who, just through pure business genius, built this massive transportation empire. He built tramways all over Europe, and then, in 1897, he landed the contract to build the Paris metro. Think about that. It was such a huge deal it earned him the title of Baron. So in 1904, he shows up in Egypt, with his sights set on something even bigger.
See, Empain didn't just want to build another project. He wanted to build an entire city, from scratch. He bought this huge piece of desert northeast of Cairo and dreamed up Heliopolis, the city of the sun. And this wasn't just a housing development. It was a totally self-sufficient garden city, a perfectly planned oasis of luxury with wide avenues, modern utilities, parks, entertainment, all of it, just rising out of the sand.
And, of course, at the very heart of this perfect city, the Baron needed a home that would be its crown jewel. It had to be an architectural exclamation point, a building that just screamed innovation and embodied the bold, cross-cultural spirit of Heliopolis itself.
So, to make this vision a reality, the Baron hired a French architect, Alexandre Marcel. This was a guy known for his fantastical, kind of fusion designs, and he was basically told, create something nobody has ever seen before. And the result was this incredible mashup of styles. The architect, Marcel,